David turned 40 last Friday. Friends, party, cake, the whole thing. And on the Uber ride home, he opened his banking checking account, $3,200. Savings account, $11,000. Retirement account, $47,000. Retirement account, $47,000. He stared at that last number for a long time. $47,000. 18 years of working, $85,000 salary. Never missed a bill payment. Never got fired. $47,000 saved for retirement. Experts say by age 40, you should have between $300,000 and $500,000 saved. David has $47,000. He closed the app. God ho, here's what nobody tells you about turning 40. It's the age where the math stops being abstract. Before 40, retirement feels far. You'll figure it out. There's time. You'll start properly next year. Then 40 arrives, and suddenly the calculator is personal. According to the Federal Reserve, the median retirement savings for Americans aged 35 to 44 is just $45,000, not $450,000 and $45,000. The average 40-year-old is in almost exactly Dabica's position. So the question isn't whether you're behind. The real question is it too late? And what do you actually do right now? That's exactly what this video answers. Stay with me. My name is Host, and I study the gap between where people are financially at 40 and where they actually need to be. Not to make you feel bad, but because understanding the gap is the only way to close it. If your retirement number scares you right now, subscribe, because what I'm about to show you will completely change how you see the next 25 years. Today, 5 reasons why most people arrive at 40 completely underprepared. And I'm following 2 people through all 5. David, who you just met, and Lisa, same age, same city, similar income, completely different financial life, same starting point 18 years ago, completely different outcomes today. Let's find out exactly why. David, $40,000, $85,000 salary, $47,000 retirement savings, $18,000 in consumer debt, stressed about money constant. Lisa, $40,000, $82,000 salary, $382,000 retirement savings, 0 consumer debt, sleeps fine at night. David makes more money than Lisa. Lisa has 8 times more saved for retirement. This is not about income. Let's get into why. Reason 1. The lost decade. Here's the most painful truth about retirement savings. Money you invest in your 20s is worth 4 to 5 times more than money you invest in your 40s. Not because of the amount, because of the calm. $10,000 invested at age 25 at 7% annual return becomes $148,000 by age 65. That same $10,000 invested at age 40, $54,000. Same money. Same return, $94,000 difference just from starting 15 years later. David spent his 20s doing what most people do. Entry-level jobs, student loan payments, moving cities, telling himself he'd invest properly when things settled down. Things settled down at 32. He lost the most powerful investing decade he will ever have. Lisa started contributing to her 401k at her very first job. Age 22, just $150 a month. But she never stopped. $150 a month from age 22 to 38 years at 7% return. By age 65, that early habit alone is worth $312,000. She didn't invest more. She just started earlier. Here's the important part though. You still have 25 years, and 25 years of compound interest is still extraordinary, but only if you start right now, not next year. Now, reason 2. The lifestyle creep robbery. Between age 22 and 40, the average professional gets 6 to 8 salary increases. Every single raise should have partially gone to retirement savings. Instead, for most people, every single raise went entirely to lifestyle. Better apartment, newer car, nicer restaurants, more subscriptions. Bureau of Labor Statistics confirms it. For every 10% income increase, average Americans increase spending by 14.6%, not 10%, 14.6%. Every raise made them relatively poorer, not richer. David went from $42,000 at his first job to $85,000 today. His income more than doubled. His retirement savings? He started at 32, contributed inconsistently, stopped twice during tight months, $47,000. Lisa got the same raises. Every time her salary went up, she increased her 401k contribution by just 1% more. 1%. She never felt it because she never touched the full raise. Contributions grew automatically alongside income. David enjoyed every raise. Lisa invested every raise, $47,000 versus $380,000. That's what enjoying every raise actually costs. Reason 3. The employer match theft. This one is short, but it might be the most painful. Most employers offer a 401k match, typically 3% to 6% of your salary, free money, added to your retirement just for contributing yourself. It is the only guaranteed 100% return on investment that exists anywhere on earth, and millions of Americans don't claim it. David contributed below the match threshold for 6 years at 2 jobs because he couldn't afford to contribute more. Here's what that cost him. At $60,000 salary, 4% employer match equals $2,400 per year. 6 years unclaimed equals $14,400 in lost free money. At 7% return from age 28 to 65, that missed free money would have grown to $107,000. David left $107,000 on the table, not because he was irresponsible, because nobody told him that not claiming the match is identical to refusing part of his salary. Lisa has claimed every employer match since day one. That habit alone, just taking free money that was always available, accounts for over $90,000 of her retirement balance today. If you have an employer match and you're not hitting it, fix this today, not next month, today. Reason 4. The debt anchor. Consumer debt doesn't just cost you money directly. It costs you the investment returns you could have earned with that money. David carries $18,000 in consumer debt. Average interest rate, 21%. He pays roughly $315 per month in interest alone, not $315 toward the balance. $315 that disappears completely. No asset, no future value, nothing. Now here's the real number. If David invested that $315 per month instead at 7% return over 25 years, $257,000. His debt isn't costing him $18,000. In real terms, it's costing him $250,000 in retirement wealth. Lisa paid every credit card balance in full since age 28, financed 1 car, paid it off early, owes nothing to anyone except her mortgage. Every dollar going to David's interest payments goes to Lisa's investment account instead. Debt at 40 is not just inconvenient, it is actively destroying your retirement at compound speed. Reason 5. The ostrich problem. This is the one nobody wants to admit. Most people who are behind on retirement savings at 40 already knew they were behind at 35, and at 33, and at 30. They just didn't look directly at it. Because looking means feeling the discomfort, the regret, the math that feels impossible to fix, so they avoid the number. Don't open the retirement account. Don't run the calculator. Tell themselves they'll sort it out when things are more stable. Things never become more stable. Things never become more stable. Life doesn't have a waiting room. David knew at 35 he was behind. He felt it. But he didn't look at the actual number until his 40th birthday. He lost 5 years of potential action because the number felt too uncomfortable to face. Lisa checked her retirement number every single year. Not obsessively. Once a year, she adjusted, increased contributions when she could, stayed aware. You cannot fix a problem you are actively avoiding. The ostrich problem costs you more than any single financial mistake because it delays fixing everything else. Here is the most important thing I want you to hear. 40 is not too late, not even close. If you're 40 with $50,000 saved and you start right now, here is what is actually possible. Maximum 401k contribution in 2026 is $23,500 per year. $23,500 per year from age 40 to 65 at 7% return, $1,600,000. You are not out of this. But every single year you delay maximum contributions from this point costs you approximately $64,000 in final retirement wealth. Not next year, now. Step 1. Find your actual number today. Open every retirement account you have. Add them up. Write the number down. Do not look away. This number is your starting point, not your ending. Step 2. Hit the employer match immediately. Log into your HR portal today. If your company offers a match and you're not hitting it, fix it right now. Free money with a 100% guaranteed return. Non-negotiable. Step 3. Increase contributions by 2% this month. Not 10%. Not a dramatic overhaul. Just 2% more starting next paycheck. You will not notice it in your take-home. Your future self will notice it enormously. Step 4. Attack consumer debt aggressively. List every debt by interest rate. Highest first. Every extra dollar goes there until it's gone. Every dollar in interest is a dollar that will never compound for you. Step 5. Automate everything. Set contributions to auto-increase 1% every January. Set savings to auto-transfer the day after payday. Automation beats willpower every single time. Remember David, 40 years old, $47,000 saved. Didn't sleep the night he saw that number. Here's what David's next 25 years look like if he takes 5 steps starting this week. Hits the employer match. Increases contributions 2%. Pays off debt in 3 years. Automates everything. Stays consistent. At 65, David retires with over $800,000. Not because he got lucky. Not because he earned more. Because he stopped avoiding the number and started doing 5 boring, unglamorous things consistently. The math is not your enemy. Avoidance is. You know your number now. You know what it needs to become. And you know exactly what to do this week. That's more than most 40-year-olds will ever have. Not because the information wasn't available. Because they never looked directly at it. You just did. Subscribe. Next week, I'm showing you the exact retirement account strategy for people starting late. The one most financial advisors never talk about. See you there.